enjoyment they are having together. Then in the what is the next ras? Dasya ras. Then Dasya. He used to take care of him very nicely. And Balaram, when Krishna, that day, particular day, Krishna's birthday was there. And Krishna says to all friends, you tell your moms to get a lot of things for me. We'll all go to Yamuna to have it. And Balaram used to tell secretly to Sridham, don't take him to Yamuna. Because Yamuna, Kaliya is there. Because he used to always protect him. So, Balaram used to protect Krishna always. And Krishna used to eat dirt. And whenever Balaram is there, he used to always be scared of eating dirt. And once he ate dirt, immediately Balaram was there, and immediately Balaram goes and tells Maya Yashoda, your Nandalal, your Gopal is eating dirt. And Yashoda comes running. Hey Krishna, did you eat dirt? So imagine, supreme cause of all causes, creator of creations, the absolute truth, lies. Param Brahma, Param Dhama, Pavitram, Paramam Bhavan. That person is lying in front of Yashoda. And he says, I never eat dirt. All the dirt is all over his mouth. He is telling, I have not eaten dirt. And he says further, you are my mother. I take your milk. Because you also told me I have got 7 mothers and Bhumi is also another mother. I have to eat dirt, no? In the form of, that is a milk from Bhumi. I have to eat that dirt. Then Mother Yashoda says, no, that milk will not nourish you. Bhumi's milk in the form of mud is not going to nourish you. Actually, Acharyas, speak on this, explain on this. Krishna is such a servant of his servants. He actually wanted to taste the foot dust of his devotees in Vrindavan. Particularly, Dham is Balaram. He wanted to take the taste of that dust of Balaram. So that is another, because Sanatana Goswami explains, Dham is Balaram. He wanted to take the dust of Balaram, that's why he eating dirt. So many pastimes in this thing. So Balaram is very careful. In the last rasa, Madhurya rasa, actually Balaram expands himself as Ananga Manjari. Ananga Manjari is the younger sister of Radharani. And very careful, when Radharani's footprints are seen in Vrindavan, they never used to step those footprints. They used to take another route and go. Very, very careful. And Ananga Manjari never used to cross. And these are all, different rasas, different rasas that Balaram used to serve Krishna. Let's go back to one yuga back. What is that yuga called? Treta Yuga. In Treta Yuga, Balaram is Lakshmana. Same quality, again, same service. And in Dwapara Yuga, actually, he became elder. In Kali Yuga also, he becomes elder. You will come to know in due course of time why he became elder. So the same quality, Balaram is serving Krishna, Lakshmana is serving Ramachandra. When Ramachandra was banished to forest, you know all the story, because Kaikai had 2 boons. Dasharath, Ram is going to be throned on that particular day in Ayodhya, and Kaikai asked for the boon. She wanted Bharat to be crowned. All these things, you know the Ramayana story. So, actually Dasharath Maharaj says that you have to go to forest for 14 years. As a chaste wife, dutiful wife, Sita says, I will also come with you. We both can go. But Lakshmana, important, Lakshmana says, I will come with you for sure. You are taking Sita, no problem, but I will come with you. And important here, you need to understand, the mother of Lakshmana, Sumitra Devi, actually says to Lakshmana, please go with Ram and serve him. Serve him. Which mother? She is a stepmother of Ram, basically. And they were equally treating as good as mother. So actually she sends Lakshmana to serve Ram. So in the Kali Yuga, you can see how brothers fighting. They're killing each other, they're taking them to court, so many things. But in the Shastras, the brothers are so nice. So here Lakshmana is ready to give up anything, everything. Whole of Valmiki Ramayana, not a single instance where Lakshmana asks something in return. So when they enter Chitrakoot, it was Lakshmana who was cutting all the grass and making the way clear for Ram and Sita. Because lot of pebbles, lot of thorns, he used to make clear everything. But if you see Lakshmana's foot, it was bleeding. It was bleeding with lot of thorns inside, pebbles inside, so many things. And at that particular time, they will actually come to a place, there's a small kingdom of Guha. And they get treated there in that particular, they stay for some time. After that, Guha actually accompanies them for some time in the forest. And they walked for some time and they said, in the evening, actually Ramchandra asked Guha where we need to sleep today because they don't have any hut or anything. And Guha says we have to sleep on this grass only because we don't have anything made at the moment. And immediately Lakshmana gets very upset. Lakshmana gets very upset. Ramchandra never sleeps anywhere, you know. That is not his standard. He's very, very upset. And he takes the oath on that particular day that he will never sleep from that day onwards. So in Valmiki Ramayana, you can see Lakshmana never sleep from that day onwards. So we also take oaths on a New Year day and so many things. When the provoking situation comes, our determination is lost and it gets dissolved. So next, when Ramachandra, only one time Lakshmana actually gets very, very, cannot handle the service of Ram. You know what is the time? When Ramachandra told Lakshmana to send Sita to forest, Lakshmana did not like it because that is the only thing that Lakshmana did not want Sita to be separated from Ram. So that day he promised himself, now you will come to know, he promised himself that day because he was a younger brother in Treta Yuga. He promised himself that he will never come as an younger brother next. In any Yuga he will never come as an younger brother. That is why in Dwapara Yuga he comes as elder brother. Who is that? Balaram. In Kali Yuga also he comes as Nityananda Prabhu. Nityananda Prabhu ki. You all know the famous story of Jagai and Madai. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu actually instructs Haridas Thakur and Nityananda Prabhu the first ever door-to-door preaching. The first ever door-to-door preaching. So actually preaching started 26 years ago actually. So Nityananda Prabhu, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Nityananda Prabhu and Haridas Thakur both agreed, yes, morning you go door to door, evening you come back and report to me the accounts, what happened, how many people you met, how many people you preached, all these things you have to come and report. And in due course of their preaching, they come across to ill-cultured, abominable drunkards. And it is described here that there was no sin in the world that they had not committed. If at all, if Chitragupta engages 100 people with him to write down their sins, they would all resign. So, they were big criminals. They used to actually go where Brahmanas are doing yajna. They used to pass urine in the yajna and pass stool. They used to kill Brahmanas. They drink their blood. They eat their flesh. So many things. And they used to throw children in Ganga. They used to fire houses. And so many, sinful activities. And Haridas heard all these things. Haridas says, I think this is not our cup of tea. I think we should go back. Now, I think it is not right. But Nityananda Prabhu heard this. Nityananda Prabhu, they were all contradicting. Nityananda Prabhu said, we have a fantastic opportunity here. If we are able to make these two, Jagai and Madai, into a greatest devotees of Lord, I will tell you, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu will get a title of Patita Pavan. So, I think we should definitely convert these people into devotees. And Haridas Thakur was not for it. And Nityananda Prabhu goes and talking to Madai, Nitai and Jagai and Madai, I am a mendicant. I am only asking you, just chant Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare. Just chant Hare Krishna. You don't have to do anything. Krishna is a treasure of your heart. Please worship Krishna. Chant Krishna's names. Then they heard this. Madai particularly heard this. Is he trying to preach us? Doesn't he know that our greatness here in this city, in this village? Is he crazy? And Haridas Thakur heard this. Let us leave. I think we should not do here anything. But Nitai said, wait. It is interesting. As the conversation grew, Nitai started bleeding because Madai actually threw the broken liquor pot on the head of Nityanand. And Nityananda Prabhu is none other than Balaram. So Balaram and is same as Lakshmana and same as Ananta Shesha. On every hood of Ananta Shesha there is a planet floating. And he is a lord of spiritual world and the material world. Aham sarvasya prabhavo matta sarva pravartate iti matva bhajante mam budhavava samanvitaha. I am the source of all spiritual and material worlds. Everything emanates from me. The wise who perfectly know me, this engage me in my devotional service and worship me with all their hearts. So he is the Lord of the universe. There is a universe floating. In every universe there are millions and millions of planets. On one such planet, Earth is there. On Earth there are millions and millions of jivas. And these two insignificant jivas are Jagai and Madai. And Nityananda Prabhu is ready to be insulted, no problem. If he wanted, he could just burn them into ashes by his thought. But Nityananda Prabhu caught hold of their fate and said, no problem. If you just once have to hear about Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and chant Hare Krishna, I am ready to sell myself to you eternally. The Lord, the Creator, the cause of all causes, He is ready to be His slave. Just for the exchange of chanting the holy names. Of course, Nityananda Prabhu doesn't have any blood. He is Satchidananda, full of Ananda and bliss. but to just enact the pastime, he has blood. Do you know why he had blood? Nityananda Prabhu thought there was no reason or there was no way that these two could reach Gauranga. You know why? These two would have gone, never would have gone and approached Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So, okay, I am bleeding now. Somebody will go and tell Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Jagai and Madai were there. They were criminals and Madai threw the pot and to the head, he is bleeding. You know, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is very dear to me. And I am very dear to him. If I am insulted, if I am criticized, or if I am hurt, he cannot take it. Why? Because aham bhakta paradhina. So, Nityananda Prabhu, this is a good idea that I am bleeding. Immediately, what happened? The message went to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu immediately came. And he came as not Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. He came as Vaikuntanath. He came as Vaikuntanath. He immediately took the Sudarshan Chakra and about to leave the Sudarshana Chakra to cut the heads of these two criminals. So immediately what happened? Nityananda Prabhu is falling at the feet of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, please don't do it. It is not their fault. It is my fault. Please don't do it. Please forgive them. And both Jagai and Magai heard this. And they came and fall at the feet of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is thinking, what is happening here? Actually, they actually hurt you. They abused you. And I am standing for you. And you are standing for them. Huh? So, but in this yuga, they are not completely purified. So instead of killing them, Nityananda actually killed their tendency by his compassion. So Lord actually comes as most merciful. These two brothers, Krishna and Balaram, as Mahaprabhu and Chaitanya Nityananda, have a very nice plan. You know what are those two plans? Chaitanya Mahaprabhu gives mercy to people who deserve it. But Balaram as Nityananda Prabhu gives mercy to people who don't deserve it. So people who approach Mahaprabhu get delivered. And people who don't approach Mahaprabhu, Nityananda Prabhu approaches him. So the tattva, the Balaram tattva is brilliant. So we should worship Krishna. We should not worship Krishna without Balaram. That's why Balaram is called Adi Guru. Balaram is known as Adi Guru. So all our spiritual masters represent Balaram. So that serving attitude, you can see all this Lakshmana, Shesha, Ananta Shesha, Nityananda Prabhu. You can see the service attitude. All Leelas. So this quality of simply serving selflessly makes him as Adi Guru. Because Guru is transparent. He gives message of Krishna as it is. Yasya prasada bhagavat prasado yasya prasadan nagati kutopi. But some people ask, why do I need a Guru? I can directly approach Krishna. Why do I need someone between me and Krishna? But I'll tell you, when you want to see objects, far objects, you use telescope. So many lenses are there in the telescope. Okay? So all those lenses are transparent. They are not blocking anything. So actually you can see the larger object very near, far object very near, only by those lenses. So Guru is very important in our, Guru actually is giving Krishna to us. So that is very important. So all our acharyas are transparent mediums to help us to serve Krishna. This is a process of serving Krishna through bhakti. So bhakti is the only way that we can get him. Bhaktya mam abhijanati yavan yaschasmi tattvataha tato mam tattvato jnatva vishate tad anantaram. So you know how to serve. Patram pushpam phalam toyam yome bhaktya prayachati. So Balaram represents the Guru Tattva as Adi Guru, the fountainhead of all expansions. So once what happened there is a Brahma Vimohana Leela. You know what happened in Brahma Vimohana Leela? Actually Brahma took all the cows and gopas he took away. And immediately Krishna is actually their friend, and every day they are playing together. He is taking calves in the forest. He has to bring all the calves, and Brahma took them all. And immediately Krishna manifested himself as exactly the same cows, exactly the same gopas, and same shirt, everything same. And they are going. And 1 year passed, 1 full year. Balaram is thinking, what is happening here? Something is happening, suspecting. Balaram is suspecting. But none of them knows. Actually, the cows are more in a loving affection to those cows. And calves are very loving affection to their mothers. And same as gopas. Very beautiful love is there more than what they were actually doing. And Balaram actually suspected something going on here. He wondered, how could I be bewildered? Then he concluded, only by Krishna's potencies could I be mystified. So he glorifies Krishna in that. And I'll take another 5 minutes. I want to read some of the excerpts from Giriraj Maharaj. Giriraj Maharaj actually speaks about Balaram very nicely. I will only take 5 minutes more. Actually, there was this pastime only was going on when Bhagavatam has been actually translated by Prabhupada. This is the last chapter of Bhagavatam, and Prabhupada translated lying on his bed in Vrindavan. He was very weak. Prabhupada is very weak, and his disciple used to hold dictaphone right up to his mouth. He could hardly hear what he was saying, and one of the last purports he dictated was, we should discuss Srimad Bhagavatam daily as much as possible, and then everything will be clarified. The more we read Bhagavatam, because there is a Saptaha going on also in the last 3-4 days now going on. Today is the, I think, 4th canto, and devotees are actually putting Bhagavatam outside. And this is a very auspicious day if you don't have Bhagavatam at home, it is basically as good as having Krishna at home. If you have Bhagavatam, it is Krishna at home. So, if you don't have Bhagavatam, please take Bhagavatam today. It is a very auspicious day to take Bhagavatam because Balaram is Adi Guru. He will give you all that intelligence to read Bhagavatam at home. So, they used to hold dictaphone very close, and he could hardly hear what he was saying. And in one of the last purports he dictated was, we should discuss Bhagavatam daily as much as possible, then everything will be clarified. The more we read Bhagavatam, the more its knowledge becomes clear. Each and every verse is transcendental. This is what he says, 10.13.54 purport. He is saying this. If any controversy, please discuss it. Srila Prabhupada said we should come together and discuss the subject threadbare. If there is no personal motivation, Srila Prabhupada had so much love for living entities and so much potency that he could do things that no one else ever did. We have to appreciate Srila Prabhupada's greatness. Personally, I feel that whatever we could have ever want in Krishna consciousness, we can get from Srila Prabhupada. This is very nice. This is a one-stop shop for everything. You don't have to go anywhere. Everything is available. Personally, I feel whatever we could ever want in Krishna consciousness, we can get from Srila Prabhupada. I don't feel we have to go anywhere else to get it. And we don't feel there is anything lacking in what he has given us. Then he says, once Kauravas accused Krishna of being arrogant and rude. Balaram, however, defended Krishna and declared, what is the value of a throne to Lord Krishna? There is a verse in Bhagavatam, Yasyangri pankaja rajokhila loka palair. This is, you can read that sloka, 10.68.37. Balaram, however, defended Krishna and declared, what is the value of throne to Lord Krishna? The masters of the various planetary systems accept the dust of his lotus feet on their head. They are the kings of the universe, but rather than wanting priceless crowns on their heads, they desire that the dust of Krishna's lotus feet be placed there. So what is the value of some throne to Lord Krishna? Then here we see not only how humble Balaram is and how much he appreciates Lord Krishna, and also how loyal he is. The way of politics is to create division. Right? Please understand this. Very, very important. Prabhupada mentions this. The way of politics is to create division, to try to make a party weak by dividing it. Therefore, Srila Prabhupada said that the only thing that can destroy ISKCON is fighting among ourselves. Nothing can destroy ISKCON from outside. Here we see how faithful Balaram was to Krishna. Srila Prabhupada often quoted, there is a strength in unity. He cited a story of a father who wanted his sons to cooperate. First, the father gave each son a sons could break them. So father said, in the same way, if you stay together, no one will be able to defeat you. But each of you alone can be defeated. Each of you alone can be broken. So Srila Prabhupada wanted us to be united. From unity comes strength. With Srila Prabhupada, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Lord Krishna as in the center. Srila Prabhupada gave another example of father and sons. The father was sick and he needed his sons to massage him. But the sons began fighting among themselves about who would massage which part of the father's body. One brother was massaging his head, another brother was massaging his feet. And he said, I want to massage head and you massage feet. Another brother was massaging the left arm. He began to fight with another brother massaging the right arm. I am going to massage the right arm. You massage the left arm. So got so absorbed in fighting with each other about who was going to massage which part of the father's body, and at the end father dead. So Srila Prabhupada concluded, you should cooperate in the service of your father, and the father is ISKCON. So not to become so absorbed in fighting about who is going to do which service for him, and that you forget your father altogether. Now here is Balaram is a great example for us to follow. How to be humble servant, how to be faithful and fearless. Balaram wasn't afraid to express his devotion to Lord Krishna, to proclaim the glories of Lord Krishna even to Krishna's enemies. So we should learn from Balaram. We should pray for his mercy that he may teach us the mode of humble service and also the mode of loyal devotion. The mode of fearlessly defending Krishna and fearlessly preaching Krishna's glories. How Krishna massaged the lotus feet of Balaram and how Balaram considered Krishna to be his master. We can also have similar sentiments in our association with each other, because we too are also brothers and sisters, spiritual brothers and sisters, and each of us should have the mode of service to others. Thus Srila Prabhupada said, we should address each other as Prabhu, because Prabhu means master, we are servants, and our Prabhus are our masters. True, they are also servants. Though they are also servants. Sometimes Balaram massaged the lotus feet of Krishna. Sometimes Krishna massaged the lotus feet of Balaram. Each was in the mode of giving pleasure to others. And thus their relationship was so sweet and sublime. We too should have the same mode of service. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So thank you very much for patiently hearing me. If I think I have made some seed of bhakti to fructify in your heart, it should go to my Guru. If anything I have made mistakes, it should come to me. Thank you very much. If you have, I don't know, I think we have any time for questions and answers. We will, because we are having flower abhishek now, so we'll have. So if you have any one or two questions, no problem. Otherwise, yes, Prabhu? Mike.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, thank you for the wonderful class. Like sometimes I feel like when you say like Nityananda Prabhu is more merciful than Chaitanya. Balaram has given like so sometimes I feel like there is a transformation of.
Both are very merciful anyway. Balaram is very merciful, same as Nitya Maha Mantra, because this so and that cult is being continued. I think Prabhu is there, senior Prabhu. He can answer. You can give it to him. Makanlal Prabhu sitting next to him.
Hare Krishna Prabhu. This is Balaram Jayanti and this is there are many such pastimes of acharyas of that situation. When he was learning, he learnt very sincerely. Duryodhana, and that is also mentioned in Mahabharata, that when he was learning with Dronacharya and when he was learning with Balaram ji, he was very, very sincere learner. And that was one thing. The other thing was that Balaram ji was dealing with many people where, Balaram ji went out of his way, out of his love for, people. It's not just Duryodhana, but many other past.
Question?
Hare Krishna, Balaram Purnima Prabhu, such a wonderful class, Prabhu, from my obeisance. Prabhu, and Krishnadas Kabira gives some instance where Balaram or Nityananda
Prabhu, Makanlal Prabhu only answer. I am not as
one of the gopis, form of a gopi. I'm not able to remember the name.
You would have definitely answered this, Prabhuji. Romarshana Sutta, where Balaramji operates him off. Now, Vihan Kishwai has sponsored Prasadam, and Vrajachandrika Mataji also has sponsored Prasadam. These devotees are seeking praise and blessings from this August assembly. So let us all chant once Hare Krishna. Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Jai Shri Jagannath Baladev Subhadra Mai Ki Jai. So we'll have Abhishekam now, and Abhishekam will be in the altar itself. And so as soon as we will announce it written as soon as the Prasadam starts. So we'll all now focus all our attention towards Balaramji when the Abhishekam is happening. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Remove that and use this.
Hare Krishna.
But don't sing it.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna. Hare Hare. Hare Rama. Hare Rama. Rama Rama. Hare Hare. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama,
Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama,
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Bolo
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama,
Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Hare Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hey Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Oh Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, oh Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Hare Rama, कि जय जय गौरा चांदे आरती का शोभा, जय गौरा चांदे आरती का शोभा, आरती का शोभा, వనే జగమానలోబా జానమృత శవనే జగమానలోబా শিব যাকে নিতাইচা বামে গদাধারা শিব যাকি নিতাইচা বামে গদাধারা শিব যাকে বামে গদাধারা শিবদকি বামে গদাধারা লেকাটে আগায় কাজনে বাস ছত্রধারা 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 শিব বসি আছে গৌরাচা রত্ন সিংহাসনে 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 আরতি করে না ব্রহ্মা আদি দেবগানে 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 শিবনার হরে আদি করে চামার ঢোলায় শিবনার হরে আদি করে চামার ঢোলায় শিবনার আদি করে চামার ঢোলায় সঞ্জয় মুকুন্দ বাসু ঘোষ আদি গায় মুকুন্দ বাসু ঘোষ আদি গায় সঞ্জয় মুকুন্দ বাসু ঘোষ আদি গায় সঞ্জয় মুকুন্দ বাসু ঘোষ আদি গায় শিব শঙ্খ বাজে ঘণ্টা বাজে বাজে করতালা 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 মাধুরা মৃদঙ্গ বাজে পরমরসালা মাধুরা মৃদঙ্গ বাজে পরমরসালা मधुर मृदंग बाजे परमरसाला घंटा बाजे शंख बाजे घंटा बाजे घंटा बाजे मधुर 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 बाजे मधुर मधुर बाजे मधुर 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 बाजे मधुर मधुर बाजे शंख बाजे घंटा बाजे शंख बाजे घंटा बाजे शंख बाजे घंटा बाजे मधुर 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 बाजे मधुर 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 बाजे मधुर 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 बाजे मधुर 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 बाजे शंख बाजे घंटा बाजे मधुर 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 बाजे शंख बाजे मधुर 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 बाजे बाजे गौरंगे आरती का शोभा हरि बोल निताय गौर निताय गौर हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल निताय गौर हरि बोल निताय गौर हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल निताय गौर वदन उज्ज्वला बाहु कोटि चंद्र जिनी वदन उजाला के बाबा हो कोटि चंद्र जिनी वदन उज्ज्वला बाबा हो कोटि चंद्र जिनी वदन उजाला काला देश बाना माला कोर झलमाला काला देश बाना माला झलमाला काला देश बाना माला कोरे जलमाला शिवा शिवा शोक नारद प्रेम गाद गाद शिव शिव शोक नारद प्रेम गाद गाद शिव शिव प्रेम गाद गाद शिव शिव तारदा प्रेमे गद गादा भाकते विनोदा देखे गौरार संपाद भाकती विनोदा देखे गौरार संपाद भाकते विनोदा देखे गौरार संपाद विनोदा देखे गौरार संपाद शिव जय जय गौरा चांदे आरती का शोभा शिव जय जय गौरा चांदे आरती का शोभा जानावे तटवने जगमान लोबा जानावे तटवने जगमान लोबा जानावे तटवने जगमान लोबा जानावे तटवने जगमान लोबा जय गौरनिताय 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 जय गौरनिताय जय गौरनिताय 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 जय गौरनिताय जय गौरनिताय 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 जय गौरनिताय 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 जय गौरनिताय जय जगन्नाथ जय बलदेवा सुभद्रमयी जय सुदर्शना जय जगन्नाथ जय बलदेवा सुभद्रमयी जय सुदर्शना जय जय प्रभुपाद प्रभुपाद जय जय प्रभुपाद जय जय गुरुदेव 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 जय जय गुरुदेव जय जय गुरुदेव हरि बोल निताय गौर हरि बोल निताय गौर हरि बोल कन्हैया दाऊद की मैया कृष्ण कन्हैया दाऊद की मैया कृष्ण कन्हैया दाऊद की मैया कृष्ण कन्हैया कृष्ण कन्हैया दाऊद की मैया 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 दाऊद की मैया कृष्ण कन्हैया दाऊद की मैया कृष्ण कन्हैया गौरा 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 हरे गौरा 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 हरे सचिनंदन गौर हरे सचिनंदन गौर हरे गौर नित्यानंद बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल गौर नित्यानंद बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल गौर नित्यानंद बोल हरि बोल हरे हरे राम